So I had the desktop audio come up, so that is a good sign.
Okay, okay. I think there is sound.
Hey, I can see the bar moving now. Now we just need to get the in-game working. Okay, it says it's active. It's working. Thank you, Cynthia, for your help. It's much appreciated. I'm sorry. I know it's late for you. But I really appreciate it. And you didn't have to leave the chat. Even though I know it's late and you probably want to get to bed. So I happen to change the camera over here a little bit more. Do you like it like that, or do you like it over here? Because this way you can actually see my face while I'm still gaming. Had to mute Discord? Okay. Yeah, double feed, it always sucks. Move the camera downwards a bit? Yeah. Better? Make sure your head is center. Thing is, I can't bring the camera over anymore. Good now? Nice. Cynthia, you are the absolute bomb. Thank you. So I'll start one mission before you have to go. But thank you so much for your help. Ooh, Shadowplay.
Tequila, the survivor you rescued from Demora Station, has provided some very interesting information about both the Tal Shar and the new race with which they've allied. Meanwhile, the Romulan Republic and neutral colonies are continuing to report mysterious abductions. We believe these two events are related. Tequila wants to go home to her colony on Serene Prime. The colony there has remained independent from both the remains of the Romulan Star Empire
I have to leave you in 25 minutes. Okay.
Romulan Republic.
Okay.
That
At least I
puts
can get
them
through
in
part
a
of the
delicate
mission.
balancing act. We thought taking Tequila
But I will
home
upload
would
it
be
to
a good
YouTube.
opportunity to figure out what's happening behind the scenes of the Romulan conflict.
I'll upload all my
We would like you
videos
to
to
go
YouTube
to
for
Serene
you.
Prime and investigate.
And I don't know if I said it or if you actually did, but if you subscribed, thank you so much.
I have new missions for you.
Left Discord? Okay. Yeah, because I have the notifications turned off while I'm streaming. That way it doesn't bother anybody. And be prepared for some pictures. I'm washing my truck tomorrow. It really needs a bath.
On a remote world, scientists are adapting Borg technology to suit their own needs. A Federation crew, caught in an impossible situation, fights to survive. But help may not arrive in time. Who will heed their desperate call? In their anguish, the Romulans could cause a greater tragedy than even they imagine.
Thank you, Ambassador Spock. And before I lose the chance to say this again, Guten Nacht, Fräulein Hartwigsen. Captain, we've arrived in the Serenia system. This is supposed to be a neutral colony, but I'm detecting multiple Romulan Star Empire ships, as well as shield walls surrounding the planet. If this is a blockade, they're being very serious about keeping people out. The warbirds are harboring weapons, sir. We might have a fight if they want to return. If we want to return our guests to our colony. Speaking of which, Takela would like a word. Patch her through. Oh, I hate it when they don't have voice actors. Can't thank you enough for returning me. It looks like the Romulan Star Empire has been busy while I was away. Your pronunciation is getting better. I'm trying, Cynthia. I'm trying. More I get used to it, the more I can say it better. So I hope eventually I get it correctly. By the way, they're already lobbying our council to join them. But Romulan Republic envoys are there as well. Now the Empire is blockading the planet, probably to prevent information like ours from reaching our leaders. The shield wall is new. I guess the Tal Shiar constructed it. You should be careful. This isn't the first time we run afoul of the Romulan Star Empire. Personally, I can't wait to see you try saying mine. I think you did once or twice. This planet is under protection of the Romulan Star Empire. State your business. Which one do you think I should do, Cynthia? Return her? Okay. I'm returning this citizen to her home world. Indeed, identify the citizen. Lie or tell the truth? Lie? I'm gonna lie. We have no record of that colonist. Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded. I don't think so, Commander. Oh, definitely protect Ready to be down the surface? Yes, I am. Take the full away team. Can't believe I finally made it home. Thank you. I never thought I'd see this place again. I'll give you the grand tour such as it is, but I need to get back to my family. I never thought I would see them again either. You should talk to our representative from our council. Follow the path ahead. It'll lead you to our central square. There should be someone you can speak with there. Welcome home. Oh yeah, when you get time, I'll have you look at all the uniforms I have available. You can pick your uniform. Or keep with this one. Your choice. And I definitely have to change your hair. Like I said, I thought it was brunette. You like this one? So do I. It's one of my favorite ones.
Jolan True, and welcome to Serene Prime. Oh, thank you for returning Takela to us. I'm sure her family is pleased she is safe. However, you have arrived at an interesting time. I was just preparing to meet with representatives from the Romulan Star Empire and the Romulan Republic. Each are urging our colony to join their faction. We've done our best to stay out of the conflict until now, but I fear we will soon be forced to take a side.
Yes, we've met one of the Empire's representatives in orbit. They tried to destroy my ship.
Yes, the Empire has a way of offering assistance that feels more like a threat. They offered security services for my world, and I could not risk refusing them. And, to be fair, there have been no abductions since the fleet began protecting the planet.
Abductions?
A number of our citizens went missing in the weeks before the Empire arrived. The Empire blames the Republic, of course, but I think Sela likes to blame them for a lot of things. There's no evidence they are responsible, however. In fact, there's no evidence at all. And I think that if the Republic were behind these kidnappings, they would leave some trace behind. If you would care to speak to the representatives, I would be interested in hearing what your opinion of them is.
I am honored by your request, Counselor. Pleasure to meet you, Commander. What can I do for you? What is your mission here? My intent was to speak to the Council about the advantages of joining the Republic. Fortunately, I arrived before the blockade and the Council extended their protection to me. Otherwise, I'll probably be on my way to one of the Tal Shiar prison facilities by now. The Empress likes to hide her threats in a few layers of deception and lies. It can be difficult for a peaceful world like Serene Prime to resist, but if we all stick together, we'll be able to rise up and defeat the Tal Shiar once and for all. You have ambitious goals, Sub-Commander. Good luck. You're not welcome here, Starfleet. Counselor feels differently. She asked me to speak to you and give her my opinion. Then she's a fool. Okay, I'll read it normally. Federation are allies of terrorists who seek to destroy what remains of our glorious empire. You do nothing here but sow dissent and unrest. I also know you destroyed a ship protecting this planet with callous disregard for the safety of the citizens of this colony. I have nothing more to say to a murderer. He left me no choice. He left you no choice. Those are words have been excuse of monsters since time immemorial. On the chance, however, the Council is foolish enough to be swayed by your biased opinion, I will explain the Romulan Star Empire is Serene's only hope for peace and stability. We alone possess military strength and operational effectiveness to keep this planet safe. The terrorists from the Republic can only offer them a portion of their own loss and suffering. The Empress has already sent ships to defend this colony as evidence of our intentions. Your intentions are clear, Sub-Commander. I think I've heard enough.
Well, what did you think of them?
I always go with this one. I may be biased, but I think you should join the Republic.
An interesting perspective. Thank you for your suggestion. Our most convincing evidence comes from a survivor of Virenat. And if his story can be believed, he says he knows who is behind these abductions. You should speak to him before you leave. He's behind that building.
I'll listen to his story. Yes, I was at Virenat. My family died there, my friends. It wasn't terrorists who destroyed my home, and it certainly wasn't the Republic. It was Tal Shiar and their friends, but you don't have to take my word for it. Virenat has been abandoned since the attack. Go see what our Empress does to her people. I'm sorry for your loss. Here's all we've done, all we can here. Shall we return to the ship? Beam me up, Scotty. Sir, course is locked for Virenat. However, there's Romulan ships decloaking. They're hailing us, Captain. On screen. Commander, you're wanted for crimes against the Romulan Star Empire. Lower your shields and prepare to be boarded. You lower your shields and prepare to be boarded. Sir, there's a Romulan... Yeah. There's a Romulan Republic vessel here as well. They're hailing us. On screen. We appear to be having some difficulties with Tal Shiar. Please allow us to assist. This is the least we can do for our allies in Starfleet. Glad to have the help, Commander. time we cross the shield barrier before the Calshar reinforcements arrive. Agreed, land of course, but not before we get our loot. Oh, and Cynthia, every time I launch a new ship, I'll make a video for you. Ready to set a course for Virinat. Warp to Virinat. We've arrived in Virinat system. Sensors are detecting no signs of activity in the system. Not even on satellites. For a once populated world, sensor silence is eerie. Set a course for the planet. It appears to be debris from around the vessel. It's old. It took some heavy energy weapon hits before it was destroyed. Usually you don't see battles like this near agricultural colonies. Appears to be debris from a vessel of unknown configuration. However, the energy signatures conform to limited information we have about the Olachi. There's not much here for the ship to have been destroyed. Whatever it was probably survived this battle. This could be the mysterious enemy the stars talk about. Could it be the Olachi? If they just said that, we need more information. Sensor echo, huh? I leave sliding black in my chair. This place is destroyed, Captain, but the damage is only a few months old. Not detecting any humanoid life signs, however, there's several insect life forms around the area. We should be cautious. Cautious. Jesus. Acknowledged. Just because I had 2 beers, I can't speak today. The device is some kind of beacon. It doesn't conform to any technology I'm familiar with. However, the components seem to be matched for some of the equipment we discovered in Installation 18. Get a full scan, Starfleet will want to review our findings. Mic checking. There we go. Okay. Sorry for all the troubles I've been having lately. Guten Nacht, Fräulein Hartwigsen. Sleep well, my friend. Second. Okay, enough screwing around, let's get at it. Okay, picking up where we left off now. Hello, Jeru. Being naughty again. It's past midnight, almost 1 o'clock for you. Sir, all those colonists died of a plasma weapon discharge. Their tissues appear to be infected with some kind of fungal spores. The bio readings I'm getting are somewhat similar to the readings from the prisoners from Installation 18. Evidence of Lachi involvement is mounting. Take a sample. Crater was created by an orbital strike from a plasma weapon of Romulan origin. Since its downfall, the colonists destroyed themselves. It could only have been the Tal Shiar. Detecting a subspace transmission, we can access it at the console over there. Welcome guests, you have a new message from Empress Sela. Would you like to play it now?
Citizens of the Empire, it is with great sorrow that I report the destruction of our colony in the Virinat system by the terrorist insurgents known as the Romulan Republic. I believe most of the residents of Virinat were loyal subjects of the Empire who were unaware of the terrorist cell hidden amongst their homes and families. Their deaths are a tragedy. When the Tal Shiar attempted to remove the insurrectionists and save Virinat and its people, the Romulan Republic destroyed the entire colony rather than submit to the lawful authority of my forces. I grieve for the loss of innocent life. Rest assured that those responsible will be found and punished for their crimes against the Romulan people.
Sure.
Virinat will not be forgotten.
Captain, a ship of unknown configuration is decloaked and is arming weapons. I recommend you and the away team return to the Cynthia Hart Vixen immediately. Beam us up. It was a scout ship, Captain. We drove it off. My expecting reinforcements any moment. Acknowledged. Captain, receiving priority subspace transmission from Starfleet Command. I need to put it on the main view screen. On screen.
To all Starfleet vessels, our allies in the Romulan Republic are under attack by the Tal Shiar. All combat-ready vessels are ordered to report to New Romulus immediately. Individual orders to follow.
Open a channel to Admiral Tanay.
Thank you for responding so quickly. Your orders are to rendezvous with Battle Group Phi at Virinat and proceed to New Romulus to reinforce our vessels there. The battle is already underway.
Yes, ma'am. We're on our way, Admiral.
Glad to have you here. Let's get to New Romulus.
Ready to warp to New Romulus? Let's go. Maximum warp.
We are grateful beyond words for your help. You have arrived in the nick of time. New Romulus does not have the developed orbital defenses necessary to repel such an attack, and Admiral Kerarek is calling for as many ships as possible to defend the planet. The flotilla protecting the planet has been pushed back by the enemy assault. They are at their final line now. They need your help.
Battle stations.
Glad you could join us. Concentrate fire on their command ship.
Sent operatives and ships back in time to turn the tide of the battle against the Republic. The Republic never forms the balance upon invaded Quadrant. Dangerous and unstable, agree. Let's do what we can to stop them. let's go grab our loot. Being hailed by the Romulan Republic on screen.
On behalf of the Romulan Republic, thank you for your assistance today. You have saved our new world from destruction. We cannot begin to repay these deeds you have performed today, but know that your names will go down in history.
We're honored to be of service. Looks like we've done all we can here, sir. We're ready to depart the system. Let's get out of here.
The Romulan Republic extends their sincere gratitude for your assistance in saving their homeworld. We now know the race you encountered there is called the Elachi, and they are the Tal Shar's new allies. From what you found on Virinat and what they tried to do at New Romulus, I'd say that whatever they're doing, it's not in our best interests. The Republic is continuing to search for clues to reveal what exactly is happening to the people being abducted by the Elachi. You, however, may be set to a different task.
Very well, Admiral.
I have...
Congratulations, Captain.
Yeah, so let's go back to Earth Space Dock real quick.
Greetings. How can I assist?
Don't know why I didn't pick these up last time around.
The shuttle to Saturn will leave at 0830 hours.
Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha.
almost done.
Condition Alpha. Repeat. Condition Alpha.
The cause of the supernova that destroyed Romulus remains a mystery. Our allies in the Romulan Republic have a theory on the matter, however. They believe that Taurus, the former praetor of the Romulan Star Empire, is responsible. Republic forces attempted to apprehend her, but she escaped through an Iconian gateway. Recently, the Republic has discovered new information that could help us track down Taurus. We want you to rendezvous with the RRW Lisette and provide any assistance you can.
Very well, Admiral.
I have new missions.
Condition Green is in effect.
We've arrived in the Hobus system. We are being hailed by the RRW Lisette. On screen.
It is a pleasure to be working with you. I heard about how you got your first command. Well done. Not every officer could have stood up to the Borg like you did.
The pleasure is mine, Commander.
Agents working for the Romulan Republic have recovered definite proof that Taurus, or persons working for Taurus, were responsible for the Hobus supernova that destroyed the homeworld. Our agent spoke to Taurus. She claimed that she was deceived by Hakiv. But that does not excuse her culpability in the destruction of 2 inhabited worlds and the deaths of millions. Our agent tells us that Taurus believes her Iconian masters can change the past and restore Romulus. So not only is she a killer, she's insane.
What do you suggest we do about her?
Taurus cannot be allowed to commit even greater crimes in an attempt to fix her mistake. My intelligence officer, Lieutenant Gaius Salon, has intercepted communications that may allow us to locate Taurus and finally bring her to justice. I'll let him explain in greater detail.
Very well.
Greetings. I am Lieutenant Gaius Salon of the Romulan Republic. There are certain pleasantries that are customary in these circumstances. However, I'm choosing to skip those. We have much to do. Recently, the Republic intercepted a transmission from a group of Remans in the Hobus system. These Remans have remained loyal to Taurus, the former praetor of the Romulan Star Empire, who was deposed by Sela. While the transmission was not unusual, its origin point was. The Hobus system is under strict quarantine. However, a previous team uncovered a mining facility at one of the planetary fragments. We believe that the Reman loyalists may have returned to this facility to continue their efforts.
Why is it under quarantine?
The Hobus system is the origin point of the supernova and subsequent subspace explosion, which destroyed Romulus and Remus. It is still, as you say, a hot zone. The Remans loyal to Taris are using the quarantine as a cover to resume their operations in the system. The transmission we intercepted was addressed to Commander Aranhu, a Reman who is the captain of Taris' personal guard. He must be the liaison to the forces in the Hobus system.
What do you suggest?
The direct approach. If we confront the forces in the Hobus system, who are in violation of both Federation and Romulan Republic mandates by their very presence there, they will send a call for assistance to Commander Aranhu. Once he arrives, we simply follow him. It is likely that he will lead us back to Taris.
A sound plan.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've just received emergency orders from Republic Command and must respond. Gaius can the mission. We'll return as soon as we can.
That will be acceptable, Commander.
I am detecting some very rare minerals in the system, as well as the presence of protomatter. It is possible that Taris used the materials here to construct her weapon.
Planet's core contains trace signs of protomatter, sir. We should get a sample. Scanners are also picking up some odd readings from some of the icy asteroids near the core. Recommend we investigate them as well. Prepare to collect a sample. Confirm, sir, these fragments are decalithium. If we can locate a supply of techicite, that means Taris could have all the ingredients she needed to build a device right in this system. There's still circumstantial evidence unless we can tie it to her directly somehow. Collecting a sample would be crucial. I recommend we scan for techicite deposits. Retrieve a sample and set a course for the next planetary fragment. Detecting high levels of techicite in the planetary fragment. Techicite was one of the substances Starfleet believes used to creation of a weapon that triggered the Hobus supernova.
As I suspected, the materials are all here. Our agent located Taris on planetary fragment Gamma. We should continue our search there.
Okay, where's that damn probe? gotta be here somewhere. Let's see if it's a little closer to Grandma. Okay, there it is. These probes have been here since Sobus. Shockwave and Nicole seem keenly interested in phenomenon. Probably looking for hints to undo the shockwave that claim their own star. Okay, on our way. Scanners detecting some kind of shield covering the large crater on the surface of the planetary fragment Gamma, Captain. The system is supposed to be under quarantine, but there's clearly some activity. We should get a scan of the shield. Our scans have triggered automated defense systems, and the Riemann ship is decloaking. They're hailing us on screen.
Your presence here is a violation of the quarantines established by at least 3 sovereign governments. Explain your purpose.
We're here investigating your unauthorized presence in the system. What is your excuse?
I serve the Romulan Star Empire and its true leader, Taris. That is the only authorization I require.
That is most unfortunate. If we can stable the CSESH, it's possible we may be able to lure out Aranhu to investigate. My thoughts exactly.
To investigate further and be unable to detect us.
What happened here? We were attacked by Starfleet saboteurs. They appear to have fled.
Interesting. This is exactly like scenario 2247E. I thought scenario 1849K would be a more likely option. I shall incorporate this data into my modeling projections. Nevertheless, we should now be able to follow Arahu's trail. He should lead us right to Taurus.
Let's hope so. Arahu's ship's gone to warp. Shall we follow? Follow him. Sir, Commander Arahu's trail led here to the Iconia system. There's another system that's off limits to normal traffic, so any activity here is cause for concern. Recommend we investigate. The large crater sounds like a good place to start. Set a course for the crater. Picking up a large shield protecting a structure of some type. The shield is using a modified cloaking device. If it hadn't been scanning for large amounts of tachyon particles, I would never have found it. Riemann ship's decloaking. They're hailing us. On screen.
Federation ship. I am Commander Jean-Claude of the Riemann starship Intraku. Your presence here could be considered an act of war. Leave immediately, or we will open fire.
We have no intention of leaving.
That is unfortunate, Starfleet. Our conflict is not with you. Commander Arahu has charged me with securing this installation at all costs. Praetor Taurus must be allowed to complete her work. And you have already seen too much.
Red alert.
Access codes for the planetary shield. I believe we should be able to use them to lower the shield and reach the surface.
Excellent work, Lieutenant. Transmit the codes. The codes that Lieutenant Solon procured have lowered the base's shields and allow us to transport an away team to the structure underneath the surface. Are you ready to beam down? Yes, we are.
These are the coordinates for the underground structure we detected. Reading life signs, sir. Multiple Riemanns and one Romulan. Our quarry could be just ahead.
Let's hope so.
Starfleet! How did they find us?
They must have followed me, Praetor. I will deal with them.
No, I need your help with the gateway. Send your guards.
They appear to have been attempting to merge Iconian and Romulan technology, perhaps in an attempt to reactivate the gateway network. We should access that console and attempt to open the door.
Acknowledged.
Dunatra, as I, like a fool, believed him. And now, those pathetic refugees from the Republic have told the entire Quadrant that I am responsible for the destruction of Romulus. They don't understand. We should be allies. We want the same thing. At least my people know the truth. Aranhu is a rock. I find it strange that Remans are now my only companions. Perhaps they understand loyalty more than any of us. I rely on him to help me continue my work. The Iconians can restore all that is lost. I know it. I just need to make them see that I am worthy. The Dark Masters have responded to my pleas for assistance with dread silence. My only recourse is to harness their technology for myself. When I can step through the gateway and meet them as an equal, I am confident that they will turn back time and make everything as it was before. The base in the Holbis system is lost to me, but the quarantine holds. Aranhu can use it as cover to collect the protomatter and bring it back to me. Sela is looking for me. So is the Republic. If only I could make them see. I am our people's last hope.
Alright, let's go get her.
What? No! Traitors!
Enough. You have won. And in winning, you have doomed the Romulan people.
Tyrus, under the authority of Starfleet, you're under arrest for war crimes, committed an act of genocide, and crimes against the galaxy.
They were not my crimes. I was betrayed by Hakeem. And now those crimes will never be undone. I hope you realize that in stopping me, you have doomed billions of Romulans to remain dead. Now you shall live with that guilt, as I have.
Even now, you deny the truth of your role in the destruction of your people. You are blinded by your own lust for power. You killed those people, surely, as if you pulled the trigger yourself. Cynthia Hartwickson, lock onto the Tyrus, and beam her directly to the brig.
Before we leave, may I suggest we look for evidence of the materials we discovered at Holbis? They will undoubtedly prove vital at Tyrus' trial. We should also overload the gateway and make certain it can never be used again.
Agreed. This tech site contains energy signatures that correspond to tech site deposits we scanned in the Holbis system, Captain. Tech site is explosive compound Starfleet believes was present in the device that triggered the Holbis supernova. And if it's here, it could be connected. This decalithium appears to come from the same source as the decalithium we discovered in the Holbis system. These links could be important evidence in Tyrus' trial. The evidence is stacking up, isn't it? Sir, this protometer appears to come from the Hobus system. Although there are several uses for protometer, it is often used for explosive devices. It's also present in debris from the device that was triggered on Hobus supernova. Protometer was used in Genesis device as powerful but extremely dangerous. Yes, this very same device. Sir, the gateway has been programmed to overload. There's no way to stop it. We need to return to the Cynthia Hartwigson before that happens. Beam us up. Tars and the brig captain, all evidence we found has been logged and secured. Now we just need to deliver her and it to a safe location. Set a course out of the system. Sir, that is Leoval, the ship of Seela herself. She's hailing us.
How nice to see you again. I feel like we are becoming old friends. I will admit that your previous attempts to thwart my plans have been irritating, but your actions today have more than made up for those petty annoyances. Taris still has her loyalists among my people. An open move against her would have been a distraction from my greater plans.
I don't work for you.
But you played the pawn perfectly. I could not have asked for a more obedient tool. Now, if you will transport Taris to my ship, we can avoid any unpleasantness.
I can never be friends with a monster like you.
Well, Lisette informed us that you might need some assistance with the prisoner transport. Good thing we brought some backup.
Thanks, Captain Sean.
Taris is wanted by the Romulan Star Empire for high treason and war crimes against the Romulan people. The Empire is the legitimate government of the Romulan people, and I demand you turn this terrorist over for trial and punishment.
Taris' actions do not just impact Romulus and the Romulan worlds. Her alleged crimes are against the entire quadrant. You'll be welcome to attend and even testify at her trial. Or perhaps we could establish an interplanetary tribunal of those impacted by the Hobus supernova, but for now she will remain in Starfleet custody.
You are a disappointment. Nevertheless, you did remove Taris from the game, and for that I am grateful. Consider your decisions more carefully the next time we meet. I can be a powerful ally, or I can be your worst enemy.
You're not the kind of ally I need.
Prisoner transfer successful. Taris is safely secured in the brig. We can take it from here. One more thing. We're detecting some unusual energy residue from the surface. Our databases identify it as Iconian.
Yes, there was an Iconian gateway on the surface. A group of Remans used it to escape.
Do you have any idea where they went?
We only caught a glimpse, but it looked like some kind of Romulan station. Lisette is decloaking, they're hailing us on screen.
Looks like we missed all the excitement, but I have been monitoring your progress. On behalf of the Romulan Republic, I would like to thank you and your crew for your assistance. I am confident that the Federation will provide more than adequate security for Taris until her trial can be arranged. You can transport Gaius back to the Lisette as soon as you are ready.
A pleasure, Commander. Transporter room. You are cleared to send Lieutenant Ceylon back to the Lisette. I completed our task here. Are you ready to set a new course? Let's get out of here. And thank you all for watching. I'm going to be ending the stream here. So everybody have a good night.
Much to consider. If the destruction of the Romulan homeworld was a deliberate act, not only was it mass murder, but that one event has been a major cause of the destabilization of the Quadrant over the past 40 years, not to mention the light that it casts on the internal struggles of the Romulan people. This one horrible act set off a chain of reactions that could change the galaxy forever. We must know who did this and why. The interrogation of Taurus will no doubt lead to many truths. But I am troubled by these Remans. Why did they turn on Taurus? And where did they go?
Congratulations, Captain.
Okay, thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.